Hola, hola. Hoy vamos a aprender sobre los nombres plurales. So today we're going to learn about plural nouns. En español hay cuatro pasos muy importantes de reglas que aprender. So in Spanish we have four rules that you need to learn and are important and easy to follow in order to understand how to change a singular noun into its plural form. Okay? So let's take a look. Vamos a ver. Primera regla. First rule. If a noun ends with a vowel, so a, e, I, o, u, then you add an S at the end. So, for example, I have a couple here. We have conejo. Now, obviously, the definite article is also going to change to its plural form. So, just remember that the definite article, I'm going to write it up here. The definite article, the, in Spanish, breaks down into four different forms. You have two masculine and two feminine, a singular and plural for each. So you have el and los, and you have la and las. So obviously, el is the masculine singular form, and los is the plural masculine form. And then we have la, feminine form, singular. And then we have las, which is the plural feminine form. Okay? So if you see el, then you know you're going to switch it to los to make it plural. If you see la, you're going to switch it to las to make it plural. Okay? So el conejo, conejo, rabbit. Conejo ends with an O, so it's a vowel. I'm just going to go ahead and add an S so it becomes plural. So I'm switching el, definite singular article, to los. So I'm getting los conejos. I'm adding an S after the vowel O. Then we have la vaca, vaca, the cow. Vaca ends in A, so it's a vowel. All I have to do is add an S. So it's las vacas. And remember, la changes to las because la is the singular and las is the plural. Okay? And then we have la silla, which we're going to do the same thing. La becomes las. And silla, I'm just going to add an S at the end because it ends with the vowel. So it becomes las sillas, the chairs. And then el cuchillo, the knife, los cuchillos. I'm adding an S at the end to make it plural. Okay. Second rule. If nouns end, if a noun ends with a consonant letter, so any other letter that's part of the alphabet with the exception of the vowels, you add an ES at the end of the word, okay? At the end of the noun. So for example, árbol, which means tree, árbol ends with the consonant letter. It ends with the L. So all I have to do is add ES at the end. So árbol, I add my ES, it becomes árboles. And now since I'm making the noun plural, I'm also going to make the definite article plural. So el, remember, becomes los. So it's los árboles. Then you have la flor, the flower. And it's with the consonant letter R. So I'm adding ES after. So it becomes las flores. Now I added las, definite article plural, because la is singular and las is plural. Okay? And la is feminine and las is feminine. The only exception is that one is plural, the other one's singular. El animal, so it becomes los animales. Animales, because I added my ES. Okay, third rule. If a noun ends with a Z, then you have to change it to a letter C, and then you have to add ES to it. So pretty much, if your noun ends with the letter Z, then just remember, take away the letter Z and replace it with CES. That way you avoid taking one extra step, and that way you're only taking one step. Okay? So let's look. El lápiz, the pencil. So lápiz ends with the Z. So I'm going to take away the Z and leave it as lápiz, and then I'm just going to add CES. So it becomes lápices, pencils. Now, el is singular, so I'm using my plural form, which is los, and it becomes los lápices, the pencils. Lombriz. Lombriz is like an earthworm. So lombriz ends with the Z. So I'm going to rewrite it over here. Lombrí. I'm taking away the Z, replacing it with the CES, and it becomes las lombrices. Las, because la is singular feminine, and las is plural feminine. Okay? Now, the last rule. If a noun ends with ES or IS, it does not change in the plural form. For example, lunes, day of the week. We don't change it. Lunes remains the same. Lunes. The only thing that you will need to change from singular form to plural form is the definite article that goes before the noun. So for example, el is going to become plural los. So it's los lunes, the Mondays. Okay? And that's the only time that your noun will remain the same without any changes, with the exception of you having to change the definite article. Okay? Well, I'm excited. This is a very important concept to learn and to apply. So I'm going to go ahead and upload a handout for you guys to download and give it a try, okay? It's all nouns, simple, easy nouns, nouns that you have been exposed. For example, we have gato, pájaro, tigre, hoja, leaf, like the leaf from a tree or from a plant, luz, light, venado, deer, ballena, whale, conejo, rabbit, búho, an owl, planta, plant, iguana, pluma, pen. Now remember, pluma can also refer to a feather. Saltamontes, grasshopper, y creo que es todo. Ok, muy bien. Inténtelo. Give it a try. Nos vemos.